I'm here from Mental Health Chats, and we are all about bringing emotional fitness into your life. And our topic is laughter. And we've got the wonderful Hoare with us. Hello, Joe. How are you going?
Hello, Claire. I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And I'm very excited because Joe is not that far from me. I live in Bristol, and where's Joe from?
Well, exactly, Claire. I too I live in Bristol, and I love it. I find it great, and so bring it on, Claire. Bring it on.
Bring it on, bring it on. So we know you live in Bristol.
Yep.
Who is Joe Hoare?
Yep. Well, I'm a laughter yoga specialist, and basically that means for me, laughter yoga is yoga benefits through laughter practices. And I became interested in sort of well-being practices really because of a particular crisis in my own life a number of years ago, and I then realized that well-being practices are essential. They're not nice to have. They're not optional extras. They really are very important indeed, Claire.
I love that. The well-being practices are essential. So when you say laughter yoga, what exactly does that mean? I've been meaning to go to laughter yoga for years, and I'm sort of thinking, I'm not sure if I should go or not. I'm not sure exactly what it is. So what does it mean?
Well, over the years, I found the simplest definition of laughter yoga is yoga benefits through laughter practices.
Yeah.
And the particular yoga benefits really had to do with, reducing stress, reducing anxiety, improving our mood, energizing us, all these these internal qualities. And we can achieve those through laughter practices. And actually, so laughter practices, when we think of laughter yoga as a yoga, right, it means it's an activity that we do, or it's a practice that we do for its benefits.
Yeah. So I deal, this is really, really interesting because I deal with managers and I'm training managers all the time. And often I say to managers, we've got to bring laughter and fun into the environment. Why is it important in the workplace to have laughter?
Well, there's a lovely quote from the founder of TGI Fridays, 𝗁𝗍𝗆𝗆, who said, "Good vibes are contagious."
Yeah.
And laughter, when it's genuine laughter, good-natured laughter, that is a very upbeat, uplifting, and contagious vibe. And I think we all know from our own personal experience, just how much more easily and more readily life flows when we're in a good state. And this kind of good-natured laughter helps us get in that good state. And I'm sure you agree, Claire.
I do agree. And I'm just thinking about when I was in the corporate world, when I was in a good state, I was so much more productive.
Yeah.
I felt like I could just keep going and going and going and going and going. And I was more fun in the office. And when we're more fun in the office, we sort of connect better with our teams. So I can connect with people better. I had better results because people wanted to talk to me as well.
Well, these are also classic benefits sort of from laughter yoga, and the connection and the contagiousness, are really important for anybody who's looking to encourage or inspire or help people along. Anyone who wants to bring the best out in others, and that's a classic sort of managerial role. And also as a well-being practice nowadays, there's so much there's a lot of focus on well-being and mental health and work-life balance and all these things, and I find if we want to encourage others to be well and to take up some well-being practices, it needs to start with us, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does. And also, you just said bring the best out in people.
Yes.
And I just think that's such an important thing. If we want to, as managers, bring the best out in people, if we want to, as friends, bring the best out in people, as parents, as, you know, anyone, if we want to bring the best out in people, we want to be contagious in a positive way, don't we?
Well, yes, yes. And you know, and the real reminder always is that it starts with us. It starts with number one, and it is really important because as an individual we can do so hardly anything at all. But when we give encouragement, and hope and inspiration and good vibes to others, then we can start to help create a nice positive ripple.
Yes, a nice positive ripple. I like that. That is so good. So let's think about, I love 3 top tips. So what are your 3 top tips for positivity?
Well, mine go all the way back. They always start with personal well-being. Because of my own journey, I realize that the personal well-being actually needs to be right at the heart of our own lives. And the simplest ones I've found are move, breathe, and smile. Move, breathe, smile. And we can do that now, if you like, Claire. Okay?
Well, I would like to do a little exercise on this, Joe, because you say move. Well, I move all the time. You say breathe. Well, we have to breathe to live. And I'm a smiley person.
Great, great.
I would like to see an exercise on this.
Well,
you're warming up.
Okay, so moving is moving your body. Okay, moving your body, and in particular, it's really good to loosen up the shoulders, for example. Loosen the shoulders.
Yeah.
And this is a process, so it's something. It's something to keep going at. Okay, now having loosened up the shoulders, because the shoulders often end up here, so it's really good to remind the shoulders that they're much better off being a bit lower down, and then head and neck, head and neck, head and neck, head and neck. Okay, and then face. And the easiest way to relax the face is to smile, or at least have a smile.
You're making me smile naturally. So I love it.
Well, it's such a simple process, you see. Now, the importance of the smile is that A, we feel better. B, means we start communicating in a much nicer way. But it also, there's a direct connection between a smile and relaxed breathing. Because when we relax these muscles, we start to relax our neck muscles. And as we relax our neck muscles, we relax our shoulder muscles. And as they relax, our chest muscles start to relax. And our chest muscles help define the amount of space we have for our lungs, right? Oh. Yes. It's all 3 parts, they combine and interact with each other, you see. So as soon as we start to move and with our smile on our face, we'll probably automatically find that our breathing starts to relax. Yeah. And if we want to make it relax even more, then just be aware. All we need to do is be aware of our breathing while we're moving and smiling at the same time. Yeah, I love that. And then we can then sort of focus on any of those 3 elements, to a greater or lesser extent. Maybe more on the smile, or maybe more on the movement, or maybe more on the relaxed breathing. Yeah. So now that we've been doing that for a couple of minutes, I have a question for you, Claire.
Yes, please.
How does it make you feel?
You know what? I'm feeling, it's hard to describe, I'm almost feeling a little bit lightheaded, which isn't, not in a negative way, but in a positive way, in that I'm feeling like, wow, I can conquer the world now. This is great.
There we go. See, these 3 tips, move, breathe, smile, they are so simple, and we can incorporate them in all kinds of different the opportunities in our daily life, not just at work, when sort of commuting, going in or going out, or standing in the line at when shopping. Because it's about relaxing the body, relaxing the body.
And you are so right. Often we have our shoulders up here.
Absolutely.
If we're in the queue at the supermarket, our shoulders can be up here.
Yes, and also the other thing we see a lot of people doing is in the queue in the supermarket is clenching their teeth.
Yeah.
All this kind of, smile.
How relaxes that? That's brilliant. So I'm thinking about managers in the workplace. We can just have a couple of minutes out, everybody move, breathe, smile around the office.
Yes.
We can do it when we're in the supermarket queue, when we're waiting at traffic lights, in so many different ways with our kids, etc. I love that. I feel that's a brilliant tip for my toolkit.
Great. Well, there we are. That's the result.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to come to one of your laughter yoga classes, Joe.
Great.
Yes, I'll need to get the details from you, and I'm sure all the people who are watching and listening out there would love to find out where they can find you. So where can people find you? Well,
the easiest way is to go to my website, which is my name, 𝗁𝗆𝗆𝗀, 𝗁𝗆𝗆𝗀.co.uk. That's the way in. You can then sort of find all the links for everything, and all the information that is there.
Brilliant. Thank
and
you.
As long as we all stay nice and relaxed and keep very gently sort of moving, breathing and smiling, the world will become a better place. Our workplace will become much more enjoyable. We'll communicate much more readily. We'll be a better listener as well, because we stop being in our heads and being much more in the moment. It ticks so many boxes, Claire.
That is wonderful, Joe. So I'd like to thank you and take care.
Thank you very much, Claire.